Hi friends, my name is Ashwarya and this is the third part on the LinkedIn series, LinkedIn for Recruiters. I hope you enjoyed the part 1 and the part 2. If you have any suggestions, criticism or anything you want to learn more within this LinkedIn world, please drop a note in the comment section below and we will try to create additional videos for the same. Very quickly for the part 1 viewers, there is one thing you should do while you are on LinkedIn. When you go to your profiles, you will see that down the line, you will have all the influencers listed as well. This is also very important, like for the rest of the world to see who you are following. So if you search for Bill Gates, obviously Bill Gates is not going to accept anybody's connection. But you can follow Bill Gates. I'm already following. You can follow Bill Gates and see what he's doing. LinkedIn CEO is one of them and is a well-known person. If you go to my profile here, you will see that I'm following Jeff Weiner, that's the CEO of LinkedIn. Bill Gates, obviously everyone knows who Bill Gates is. And there are more people like Satya Nadella, Richard Branson, Mark Cuban, etc. This tells people what kind of person I might be and why I'm tracking all of these people. I'm following these people because I want to see what they are doing. Anyway, let's come back to the LinkedIn Recruiter now. Very quickly, in part 2, you have seen that we created a project called the Goldman Sachs Full Stack FTE project. If you click on that, you will see if there is any activity. When you see this eye icon, that means 3 people have viewed this person's profile from my company. These are all 3 people from my company, from my team, and here is an InMail sent 5 months ago by this recruiter from my team. So if you see this is 42 minutes ago. I had viewed this person. Maybe I did not send an InMail to this person. If I had sent an InMail, you will see there is an InMail icon also. This way you can see who in your company recently has viewed this profile or sent an InMail to this profile. This is also again a very important element. If this person has been reached by several recruiters from the company and he is not responding, then there is no point in wasting your InMails on this person. So we will go back here on our search again and I will show you the way. If you get a requirement from Goldman Sachs, which is a completely different skill, but you want to have the same criteria listed, filtered by. How to do that? So let's go back to our search. Go to the saved searches and I will show you how to click on the search and go back to that search. If you come to the screen after a few days, you can click on check for new results and LinkedIn will show you all the new people who match the criteria you have created for this search, added after you created this search and saved the search. You can see that this particular project I was working on, there are 840 new people added to that search result after I created this. And you can continuously see that all the previous searches had some or the other new people added to the system by LinkedIn. That's another good way to run the same search and just look only for new people. If you remember, we had saved all these criteria that we want people only from the New York City and we want people with particular experience from the financial industry, only 5 to 10 years of experience. Now, if Goldman Sachs gives you another job and you need to do the same filtering, it will be much easier to save this filter, wouldn't it? Let's say save search. Let's go to the save filter, custom filters. And you can save this filter, save custom filter here on the bottom and then I will give the same name. But this time I will not give any particular job. I will say Goldman Sachs NYC and click on Save. What happens is all the criteria I saved in the past will be remembered. We will start something fresh again here and see if Goldman Sachs has a job position now. We will do a search for Goldman, Java people only for Goldman Sachs. I click on Java. I search for Java and I have 86 lakhs and 53,000 people. But I go here and say that all my previously searched filters show me which matches the criteria of Goldman Sachs NYC and voila. You will see there are 683 people matching that. Now this has the same keyword here as we had used there. We just go here and change this to Java and J2EE and that's it. Once we do this, we will get people with Java experience with the same criteria. You can see that we have saved so much time selecting different filters because we know that Goldman Sachs always recruits people with 5 to 10 years of experience. They always want people from the financial services industry and that's it. Now just go and change the search string and now I can go and create a new project. Let's say save to project. I will go and create a new project and I would say Goldman Sachs Java NYC. The new project has been created. Now this whole thing has been saved and now you can save this as save search also. You can save this search as Goldman Sachs Java NYC. You have created a new search from a previously existing search in very few minutes and very little effort. We will go and analyze some of the additional things in the advanced search now. I always prefer to search based on zip code rather than New York City or Greater New York City because there could be other states, other cities at the border of this. You will ignore these cities if you have just entered the city name or the state name. The best way to do that is, let's say I want always 25-mile radius in the United States and I want the zip code to be 10001, which I know that it's the center of New York City and now I have exactly 25 miles radius from the zip code 10001. Now there is no New York mentioned. So you will find people from New York, you will find people from New Jersey, you will find people from Connecticut and if you increase this, probably some other state also. This is one better way of doing the search. The other thing in this advanced search is that if you're looking for a full-time person and you're not looking for a job hopper, then what you can do is that years in current company. You can say that this person should have at least 3 years of experience working in that current job. And you don't even want people with too many years of working in the same company. Then you can say, I want people from 3 to 6 years in current job. Or if you want to leave this maximum, that's fine as well. But the minimum is 3 years and you click on add and you go to the search. Your search result has now gone down from 375 to 94 because now you're looking at all the people who stayed in their current job for at least 3 years. This way, you're eliminating contractors and job hoppers. Let's go back to the advanced search again and let's say we want this person if I did not contact them in the last 3 months. So there is an option called recruiting activity. If I click on recruiting activity and if I say that I do not want people with, include these people without any messages sent to them, and then you come back to search. That went down to 85. It means that probably some people had recently been contacted. This way, I'm ignoring people I recently contacted, which is a very good tool actually, because if you see that any of my colleagues recently reached out to this person and that person is maybe considering this job or not, or did not respond, that will be that candidate will be ignored from the criteria. So those are the most important features of advanced search. You can try other things as well, like if you want somebody with a multilingual skill, then you can select that. If not, just leave it blank. Network relationships, you can click on other things, whether first connection, second connections only. You want from big companies, you do not want self-employed, all that stuff will be here in the custom field in the advanced search field. This time I'm going to go to search and I'm going to focus on one other important thing which lots of people, even senior recruiters, do not know. Let's say you are looking for a Java person, but you do not want project managers. All you do is that you click on this icon and it will exclude people with project management experience. The search result now went down from 85 to 76, which means that 9 people disappeared from the list. The other most important thing is exclude. If I'm searching for candidates for placing at Goldman Sachs, it will be embarrassing for a recruiter to reach out to a candidate currently working at Goldman Sachs, right? Now you can see that this person is working at Goldman Sachs, and imagine this person gets an email and this person goes to their boss and says, hey, this company you are trying to use to recruit the talent for our company is trying to recruit me out. That will be really embarrassing for a recruiter. So you need to check this as a exclude. Now you will see all the people not working at Goldman Sachs, and this number has gone down a little further. This way you are able to exclude people currently working at certain clients. And if there is any other company you cannot source candidates from because maybe they are your client, you can include that company as well. Let's say Morgan Stanley is my client and I don't want to poach people from the same company. So I will exclude them as well. With this advanced search, you can do a lot of narrowing down on the candidates that you're exactly looking for. If you're looking for a person who's not more than 10 years experience, you can say year of graduation cannot be before, let's say, 2010. Now you're going to get people who are little freshers. They do not have much experience and they have graduated in 2010 or later. They would only have 5 to 10 years of experience. Thus, depending on what level of candidate you want, you can use this feature of the year of graduation. But keep in mind that the candidate might have done bachelor's in 2002 and they went back to school in 2010. Those people will be affected with these kind of filters. Hopefully, you are able to see what this is capable of doing. Now let's do an update the saved search option. This Goldman Sachs Java search is updated with all these features, and if you also want to save this filter with updated criteria, go back to the save filter, save custom filter and say Goldman Sachs narrow filter, because now I know that I'm looking for narrowed criteria. So let's go back and apply a different filter to our full stack now. This will show you the power of filters. Now let's say we have searched this again and we are still going to get all the people we have. Look for 683 people. Now if I go and change this filter to Goldman Sachs narrow, look that 683 will reduce to some other number. Oops, we still have to go and change the criteria here. Do not forget that. Java and J2EE, we had that in there. So now we are down to 44 people with Java J2EE with the criteria to be selected. Obviously, the result is going to be different people, but you will see that you have the same criteria, 5 to 10 years of experience, and the exclude is always there. Remember that in full stack search, we did not have this exclude option. But now, here we have the exclude option. Hopefully, this gives you an idea how to use the advanced LinkedIn search exclude option, search by zip code, custom filters, save by filters, all that total experience at current employment, the year of graduation. This will help you narrow down exactly what you want to search and the candidate you want to reach out to, and not waste any InMails, because InMails are expensive, and once you finish your quota for a month, you will not have any additional InMails unless you pay, or maybe you have to wait few more days or weeks until the month gets over. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Thank you very much. If you have any comments, please share your comments in the bottom of the screen here, and we will be happy to respond. And if you have any questions, feel free to submit your questions as well, and we will try to answer, or somebody from the community will answer those questions. Thank you so much for watching.